you to the moon. Can we play among the stars? I've been thinking of you lately. Took control over my heart. You say that you needed space. Atmosphere was in my arms. When I look up at your face, the reflection shows the scars. So I'll fly you to the moon, where we float among the stars. Darkest ocean, never know, but the lights come from afar. I wish this would never end. I've been trying to pretend something's wrong in this within. The reflection seems to...
Yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of GameSZN Live on NyynewsTV. By the way, guys, we are just 2 weeks away from our event day on April 1st. Buy your tickets now. We're back here for another game, another spring training game. Pete's been doing a great job with the channel. You guys have been great with doing stuff in the audience, the chat and all that sort of stuff. But we're back, me and Luca. Going to be on GameSZN long a lot this year. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a wild ride. And Luca, I think this might be your first appearance here in spring training.
Yes, it is. Yeah, first thoughts, it's fun to be back on GameSZN. I love calling the games, whether it's spring training or MLB or regular season, whatever you want to call it. But first of all, I'd like to thank the chat for supporting the podcast, supporting the GameSZN, the live shows, all of that. We really appreciate it. And I'm excited to do my first spring training game. It's a warm-up. It's actually kind of a warm-up for the regular season, if you want to be honest.
Of course, as I said, about less than 2 weeks away this coming week. I mean, this is like the final week of, sending guys down or whatever, making roster decisions. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait for whenever our season preview is going to happen. I think that's going to be really interesting. It's also, going to be interesting to see who makes this roster. We know that Aaron Hicks, unfortunately, is a lock. But who's the outfielders behind him? Is it going to be Cabrera? Are they going to pigeonhole him in right field? Are they going to put Judge in left field? Are they going to put Judge in center? They're going to put Hicks in left and Stanton in right. So there's a lot of variables that go into it with this team, and we just had some injuries with this team. Rizzo obviously has been back after the back injury, no pun intended. But you got the Bader injury, you got the Trevino injury, so it's just going to be...
Got the Rodon injury as well.
Rodon injury, yes, and I'm not too happy about that. I'm not going to sit here and criticize Brian Cashman for that, because I happen to like the move, and I think that, I need to stay calm for the time being. But, definitely. Obviously, Jason Dominguez has been just towering shots left and right. It's something that cannot fall under the bridge.
Something that can't go unnoticed.
Yes, and unfortunately it looks like he's not going to be making the opening day roster, but people have flip-flopped their opinions on him. He should make the opening day roster, and then boom, when it comes time, he's not ready.
What do you have to lose? I know this is going to seem like a rant or anything, but what do you have to lose with starting him? There's been a select few of big, this guy's being praised as the Martian, the next star player, the Mickey Mantle or whoever, the Mike. They got into the major leagues at a very early age, at around 18, 19 years old. So why not for Dominguez? Is he a work in progress in the outfield? Yes, but I think he's the power bat the Yankees need. I don't think he strikes out too much. He's just a lightning rod that the Yankees need.
Yeah. Obviously Anthony Volpe is leading off. I'll get to the lineup in just a second, but I also want to do a shout out to our good old friends in the chat. We got Chris Hogan. We got Frankie Baseball, Philo, Hirsch, good old Brad, Scott, Anthony Garcia, Free American, Jacob Petruzzi, SY Saint YouTube, I think. And I think, let's see, is that it? We
also got Bryce in the chat. He asks, is it on TV today? Well, if you have an MLB.TV subscription, it will allow you to watch the Blue Jays network. But other than that, you could also listen on radio with WFAN.
It's not on MLB Network?
It is not on MLB Network.
Okay, all right. So, yeah. I know Crack streams as a site you could probably watch, but, if you pop up ads. And,
pop-up ads, all that stuff.
That's a negative. 10 years in, Hicks is still a work in progress. Yeah. Can we mute Alex? What would the fun of that be, Brad? What would the fun of that be?
So the commentators for the Blue Jays game are Dan Shulman, Joe Siddall, and Hazel May. Are you going to call it the first inning?
Yeah, I'll call it first inning. Hopefully, we're on the same page because
You should be.
we're,
We
we're on
should
the
be.
same. We're on the same account. We're in the same fucking house. I mean, I
Same
don't.
wavelength.
I don't see why not. But we're getting ready to go here. Shortly, the starting line for the Yankees is Anthony Volpe, the shortstop, batting first, batting second, and right field is Aaron Judge. Batting third is Anthony Rizzo, first base cleanup. Giancarlo Stanton, the designated hitter. Third base, Josh Donaldson, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Willie Calhoun in left. Batting seventh is second baseman Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Rafael Ortega in center field. Batting eighth and batting ninth is Carlos Narvaez. And then on the mound for the Yankees will be Nestor Cortez getting his first dose of spring action. While we talk about the Blue Jays real quick, George Springer in right field. Batting first, batting second is Bo Bichette at shortstop. Batting third is Vlad Guerrero Jr., the DH. Batting fourth, Dalton Varsho in left field. Batting fifth is Matt Chapman, the third baseman. Batting sixth is Kevin Biggio at first. Batting seventh is Danny Jansen. Behind the plate, Whit Merrifield. Batting eighth at second base, and batting ninth is the newly acquired former Tampa Bay Ray, Kevin Kiermaier, with Bowden Francis on the mound, as we will see him now, number 73. Let's take a look at some of his stats on the year. Well, at least in spring training, 5.2 innings, 1 hit only allowed, .056 opposing average. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Yankees hit this guy early. Obviously it's still spring training. Everybody's taking their hacks, and we'll see what subs come in later in the game, which is going to be one of the more fun parts of spring training. You get to know the young guys a little bit. Slow burner in the chat. What is going on, slow burner?
Another thing that I say is interesting, regarding the spring training battles, the catcher position. I know Trevino's hurt; he'll probably come back, but who's going to be the replacement? Is it Higashioka, or is it going to be the figment of our imagination, as we call it, with Rorvet?
They might sign somebody off the market. I mean, I don't think they're not going to trust Rorvet. I mean, Rorvet had that.
Just don't bring back Gary Sanchez.
Yeah, I'm not for that. I'm not really for that, to be quite honest. I hope Volpe makes the roster. He deserves the hustles. And
I gotta ask a question though: Is it too early in spring training, or too early, like before the season, for Ovaltine?
Well, I don't like Ovaltine, so maybe the chat can dictate that. But I will say no. Anyway, I mean, I don't care. But anyway, we got the first pitch coming in to Anthony Volpe, and it's in there for a strike. Count is 1-1. Home plate umpire Ryan Wills, first base umpire Phil Cuzzy, second base Shane Livensparger, and third base Robert Nunez. That was Roberto Nunez, but it's Robert Nunez. Pitch is a tad outside, 78 miles an hour. It is 1-1. As kind of getting used to the pitch clock here. It's, speeding up the game. 1-1 pitch. And swing and a miss on 94 mile an hour fastball. Count is 1-2. Volpe in the boxes. So you got the pitch clock to the left if you're watching it on MLB.TV. And just a tad outside. Volpe being patient, not too aggressive, which is a good thing.
Let's see how he hits with the off speed.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. These counts make you or break you. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. This will go foul. And Volpe stays alive. Let's see if this guy's on the Blue Jays prospect list. He probably is. Or he's just
might be just your average minor league guy.
It might be a bum out of a fruit store. 2-2 pitch. Just a tad high. It is 3-2.
I like that Volpe's taking these pitches. Very good pitch selection. Very good plate discipline.
There was that thing. There was that theory that some of these guys would just be a little more aggressive with the pitch clock, but looks like Volpe's doing the opposite of that, and he will take a walk, and that will bring up reigning, defending MVP Aaron Judge.
Yes, sir. Judge, baby. Frankie Baseball says in the chat, pitch clock is great, just takes some time to get used to. I'd actually say the opposite.
Just because I'm used to it sort of so far doesn't mean that I like it. As Roger Clemens says, it turns pitchers into throwers. So
yeah, there's a difference between a pitcher and a thrower. You miss the in-game
slow pitch softball league.
You miss the in-game strategies of the catcher tapping the glove, pitcher looking dead at the hitter, all the little unique things about the game is just kind of wiped away.
Yeah. And there are going to be more changes coming. So this is like why I'm against this sort of change.
Like, you can't make change for the sake of change, but obviously we've talked about this like on other shows that it's not. Now I just lost my train of thought. It's making change for the sake of making change. It's converting a fan base that you're never going to get.
Yeah, I mean, just make it more entertaining or something. Another
Can you
kickoff attempt for Francis. Do you know the amount of pickoff attempts that can occur in at bat?
I did an article for news writing class. I think it's 2 disengagements per at bat. So that's it. Now, disengagements qualify not as only as pickoffs; they qualify as stepping off the mound, faking a throw to first, all of that. So I did some external research for the news writing class, and that's what I got out of it. So it helped me a little bit.
All right, look at doing some research. Okay. 0-2 count on Judge. He's fouled a couple of pitches off. Also, a couple of pickoff attempts at first, trying to get Anthony Volpe. Pitch outside. Count is 1-2. See if there's anyone new in the chat. Shouts to Lois Simmons. What's going on? Shouts to Tajan, if I'm saying that correctly.
Guys, if you haven't already, buy your tickets to the event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got a few more. Volpe was going there. Here's the pitch to left field. This ball is back, and is that gone? I believe it is gone, or is it off the wall? The camera angles are really bad.
They're going to say it's a double.
They're going to say it's a double for right now. My apologies on the screw-up, but the camera angles were absolutely terrible. So it is a double for Judge. Volpe goes to third, and the Yankees have something cooking with Anthony Rizzo coming to the plate. So, yeah, it bounced just on the yellow. It didn't go over the yellow, so they're going to call that double, which they should. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here, how much they take advantage of this situation. Let's see what Rizzo does against this modified shift in this situation. The pitch is hit deep to right field, but it's going to hook foul. Just a little bit early on that. He waits on that, and it's in the seats. Well, it was still in the seats, but not for fair ball.
Right.
130 games last year, 32 home runs, 224 batting average, 75 RBIs. So Rizzo a little toned down from his prior season, but still with that home run count at a high level. The 0-1. And this one is dribbled into center field. Bichette makes a play, actually, and looks like they get him at first. To be quite honest, Luca, and I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan. I have to, obviously modify my commentating. You do as well. But these camera angles are quite awful today.
Yeah, they're not great. As I think they missed, like, when I was watching the play, they didn't give the part where Rizzo was running down the first baseline. So camera angles have been designed. Now I just can't say anything right now. I can't speak today.
Pitches outside for Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees score
a lot to they leave a lot to be desired. A lot to be desired.
Giancarlo Stanton 211, but once again still in that 30 home run range. 759 OPS. The 1-0. Tat outside, but it's called a strike. Count is 1-1.
Remember, we do have the robotic strike zone, so we should get everything. Almost every call should be right.
Apparently, the chat's now calling me Alex Sterling. In there for a strike count is 1 and 2.
I mean, you did call it a home run, right? Originally.
I mean, like, I couldn't tell. Because, like, the guy like showed the fan, like, put up his hands like it was a home run. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? And this is a chopper. This is going to be a base hit in the center field. The Yankees now on top 2-0 with Judge scoring. Giancarlo Stanton with an RBI single with 1 out, and the Yankees up 2.
2 key Yankees with RBIs. They're obviously very good to see in the early spring going. Frankie Baseball says, for all the garbage propaganda they put out, the Yes Network puts out a quality broadcast every game. Yeah, usually with the camera angles, they're not too bad. But this broadcast with the camera angles has left a lot to be desired.
Here's everyone's favorite Yankee, Josh Donaldson.
Oh, boy. It's about to be
what
fun.
He does. Pimps out a pop-up or something along those lines. And in there for a strike, count is 0-1.
Craig Smith, a very good point. Love to see the manufacturing of runs. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Couldn't
That's
agree
always
more.
key. That's always key. 222, 15 home runs. I have quite a little bit of a bold prediction about Donaldson just in a little bit, though. In the dirt, on and off speed. I think he's going to have more home runs this year. I think he's going to have above 20. Maybe I'm crazy for saying that, but
How many home runs did he last year? Like 15?
15.
That's what I thought.
The average will stay about the same, though. That's my opinion. I don't know where he lost his power, but he's going to be absolutely useless offensively if he can't hit more home runs.
I
Swing and a
also
miss.
count as 1 and 2. Yeah, he'll
Everything
also
wrong
look.
with that swing right there.
Yeah, he'll also look at pitches down the middle.
Yeah, like a fucking dork. Count is 1 and 2. Bowden Francis with 20 pitches so far, so there's that. And he swings and misses one right down the middle. First strikeout for Bowden Francis.
Right over top of a fastball. Unreal. He was late on that fastball. That fastball had to be like 94, and it looked like he was late, or he was swinging over top of it. What was he expecting there?
He was expecting cock. That's what he was expecting. There's Willie Calhoun, who's obviously contesting for some of the outfield roles or backup outfield roles. He's been much of a powerhouse most spring training. Is in there for a strike. Calhoun hitting 370.
That last
year
fast
obviously didn't have a great time with Texas and San Francisco.
That last fastball on Donaldson, even though it's going to be the next pitch coming up, 94. I predicted right.
Calhoun a little conservative here. He takes the first 2 pitches, and it's 0-2. Francis looking in. Pitch. And this one's popped up. Looks like it could stay fair. It's going to go to Kevin Biggio at first base. But the Yankees put up some runs and also hits as well. A couple of knock-in RBIs by Anthony Rizzo and Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees lead 2-0, and we go to the bottom of the first.
I think we're going to have the Ovaltine today.
Really?
Yes. LI Yankee King says, my dude was so late on the fastball that Gary the Snail could have ran faster.
I mean, Gary the Snail could have hit faster.
Yeah.
Mitchell, I believe the answer is yes. I believe Felix is showing up. To my knowledge. But questions, comments, guys, thank you. I also want to thank the people in the chat who helped it and really made it possible for us. I think it's already a week that we reached over 1,000 subscribers on the Big Blue in the Bronx channel. So, any of you guys that pop over there, even if you guys just subscribe just for the sake of subscribing, we really thank you. We really do, because you guys are a great help.
It helps with our growth.
Yeah, with the growth, and even on this channel as well. I mean, we're doing things that have never been done before. And
I gotta read
only
this.
gonna get better.
I gotta read this comment. His timing behind that fastball is further back than Stephen A's hairline.
I would agree with that sentiment. Mitchell, can't wait to meet you too. I have yet to decide what I'm wearing, but it's probably going to be something the night before. Yeah, Johnson has to go. So the order for the Blue Jays is Springer, Bichette, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. How am I with timing in terms of the
You're slightly behind me.
Slightly behind you. Okay. Of course I am. But anyway, I mean, it's not awful. It's not terrible. Not awful. Not terrible. And now we're talking about cheese in the chat. Talking about cheese.
Yeah, what is your favorite cheese, guys?
Mozzarella for me.
I don't know. I like
cheese guy, but mozzarella, sliced mozzarella has been my favorite of the last few months. So, and even just like the shredded mozzarella, even though it's like processed and shit. So that's just, yeah. What about you, Luca? Tell us.
To me, it's like that shredded cheese that's a combination of both cheddar. It's like Mexican 4 cheese or something like that. Yeah, it's the Mexican blend, 4 cheese Mexican. That's me being really particular.
Well, I mean, it is you after all. It is you. What the fuck is going on with my feed? Hold on.
Well, if you want, I could take over because I'm
Please
watching.
Please do. Because I didn't even... they giving me fucking commercials. I'm like, I see GameSZN.
Yep, I understand. So a 0-2 pitch from George Springer was hit into center field. We got one man on here is Bo Bichette, the shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays. Cortez at the belt, sets and deals. First pitch is chopped to Rizzo. He throws second for one on a first, a double play. First pitch swinging Bichette, and he goes down, and it's 2-way for the Blue Jays. Cortez with
fucking fuck is going on?
You might have to restart like that app.
Yeah.
Cortez with 5 pitches, and he already has 2 outs.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Thank you for taking over there. So here we got Vlad Guerrero Jr. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 0-1.
Now you've jumped ahead.
Oh, all right. So
this is going to be like a race.
Yeah. Vlad Guerrero Jr., he's got one to left field. This ball is back. This ball is gone. Home
that
run.
Was a tank.
Absolute
that was
tank.
Crushed.
Absolute hooking. Off-speed pitch. And Vlad Guerrero cuts the lead in half. That's something now he's pimping here in spring training like a fucking asshole. But anyway, 2-1. Yankees are still on top. I just had to add that in there because he's such a pompous ass. I don't think his dad was ever like that.
No.
So maybe it's just family name and all that shit. But anyway.
2-1 Yankees. That was a hanging slider right over the plate. And Guerrero just knew what to do with it.
That's been Cortez's problem on the home runs. Is just the hanging sliders and all that other stuff. As we'll probably see this about 118 different times.
Did a bat flip too.
1-0 to Varsho, and that's just slightly outside, but it's called a strike. Okay, here's 119.
Yeah, he did a bat flip after that because he knew it was gone, obviously.
Well, I mean, yeah, but then he was like, jumping around on the bases. But
it's relaxed sliding in spring training.
I think if the Blue Jays ever actually live up to their hype, that might be a serious rivalry.
No, I think it would too. I mean, we
just
were
like with last year when
right.
Yep. Swing and a miss. Cortez gets out of the inning. He gives up a home run to Vlad Guerrero Jr. But anyway, we go to the top of the second inning, and the Yankees are in front 2-1.
Guys, don't forget to hit that. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Support the channel. We get some comments here. Do you think U.S. can beat Venezuela tonight? I honestly haven't been keeping. I mean, I've been keeping tabs.
Team, maybe.
Yeah, I've been keeping tabs on the World Baseball Classic, but not as much as like most things, honestly. So, a preview tonight's starters are Lance Lynn versus Martin Perez. So, Venezuela's team is they got a stacked team. Acuna, Altuve, Arias, Miguel Cabrera, Robinson Chirinos, Eduardo Escobar, Omar Narvaez. Let me see who else. Narvaez, David Peralta, Salvador Perez, Rengifo from the Angels, Anthony Santander, not Santander, Eugenio Suarez, and Gleyber Torres. For the USA, it's Alonso.
Gleyber Torres was not allowed to play. I guess he's still on the team.
He's technically on the team. For the USA, these aren't the lineups, but this is like basically the roster. Yeah. Alonso, Tim Anderson, Arenado, Betts, Goldschmidt, Higashioka, McNeil, Mullins, Realmuto, Schwarber, W.D. Will Smith, Trout, Tucker, Turner, and Bobby Witt Jr.
On Varsho. Return specialist really more of a special teamer, but I guess now he converted to baseball. Frankie, I will see that clip probably in between ABs because I know you said you sent something on Twitter, so I'll definitely check it out. Now we're looking at the cards. We're looking at our ID cards in the outfield. We know what they are, but we're just creating a fucking spectacle.
Yes, is spring training. There's no really dialogue with spring training broadcasts.
Here's Isaiah Kiner Falefa. I know fuck all and swing and a miss. Looks like he didn't know. He looks like he knew fuck all pretty much on that swing and a miss there. Mike, where'd you see that?
Where do you see what?
Strike 2 to IKF. I know fuck all. Something about Rogers not coming to the Jets now.
Oh, Mike, for Mike, I'm guessing you're a Jet fan like I am, so Jet fans unite. But it's up to the Packers. They're being very petty.
IKF, 261 average. I know Brad's probably going to have a comment or two about my bet, which successfully failed.
What bet is that?
I said, you don't remember, I said last year that I would have my virginity lost before IKF hits a home run.
Oh, well, you failed miserably.
I failed successfully.
Did we end up making those shirts?
Pleasure over power, I believe. Yeah, there was they were on at some point. I don't know if it's still on now. Swing and a miss. IKF didn't know what the fuck he was doing there. Second strikeout of the game for Bowden Francis, which will bring up Rafael Ortega.
It seems he's blowing these guys right by these guys with fastballs. He's only struck out 2 batters, and that was Donaldson and IKF. 2 players who should not be on this roster.
Mike says he was playing, but it is taking too long.
I agree, but
pitches in there for a strike.
Again, at least we know Rogers wants to play with the Jets. But yeah, the Packers are being mad petty right now, even though I have no leverage. Oh my God, they put Ortega. They didn't even put Ortega. If you see the stats, it says Rafael Ortega. Somebody's gonna take a picture of that. I swear I'm not lying when I saw that.
I'm not saying you are. And Ortega looks at strike 3 right there. Not a great AB from the competitive outfielder. And that will bring up Carlos Narvaez.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. And no, it's not Rafael Ortega.
50, so.
Rafael Ortega strikes out. Now Ortega.
Yeah, Rafael Ortega. Carlos Narvaez is up at the plate. The pitch is check swing. Did he go? I don't believe he did, but if we could get a count, yeah, he did not. So I'm a professional umpire.
Totally.
Count is 1-0 on Narvaez. The pitch outside. Count is 2-0. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was Luca. 2-0.
Totally.
10 outside. 3-0.
Very funny joke, Brad. At least I'm not having Sam Darnold start as my quarterback.
Who's Aaron Hicks? No, how is this guy still in the Yankees? He probably's got like some nude photos of Cashman or something.
He's got something on him.
Yeah. He probably like fucked Cashman's wife or something, and then Cashman watched.
So you're saying he's a cuck?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Narvaez now at a full count with 2 outs. Not a terrible pitch count for Bowden Francis, but you could work on it a little. 37
it's been mostly fine, but I don't see what's attractive about that fastball where it's blowing by the hitters.
And they just blew by Narvaez with it. So we will go to the bottom of the second. It will be Chapman, Biggio, and Jansen. The Yankees still lead 2-1.
Yeah, I don't understand what's so attractive. I just
want to see what this clip is.
I don't understand what's so attractive about that fastball. Brad says Donaldson is not starting. Well, with your boy Purdy injured, he's going to be in the running for starter because that's going to take a while for Purdy to heal. So it's Darnold, it's Trey Lance, and Purdy. So have fun. Scott says, based on what the Seahawks got for Russell Wilson, Packers should be holding it. Scott, the Packers have no leverage. They have no leverage. The owner basically said, we're moving on. And he said it. Aaron Rodgers exposed the Packers for the frauds they are, saying that basically after his darkness retreat, that the Packers said, you know what, we're moving on. Prior to what they said before, Aaron Rodgers' darkness retreat, saying, oh, we'll keep you around. So
I did see the clip that was posted It was basically me saying Donaldson was expecting cock just out of no context.
I don't know why the Packers would be expecting a first round pick. Just putting it out there.
We have a total of 38 likes right now. We
Get
are
those likes up.
50. Get those likes up, people. Get those subscriptions up. Share us out as well. Appreciate you guys tuning in on another GameSZN live.
I guess I'll be taking over in the third inning.
Third inning.
Okay. Sounds good.
2 inning increments.
Okay. I might have to get the Ovaltine soon when I call it.
Oh, Christ.
Or it could be OJ. It could be either or.
Well, OJ is probably more lucky than Ovaltine. Ovaltine will probably be down by 3 runs.
Whatever you say. Nice. Looks windy out there in Dunedin.
Pitch from Cortez is line right at Volpe. 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Worked very quick so far.
79 degrees in Dunedin, Florida.
I'd die for that weather right now.
Yeah, I would. I mean, how much is it today here? It's
got to be like the 40s.
That's not terrible. 30-degree difference. And this one is driven deep to right field. Let's see how far back that goes. And it's caught by Ortega in center field. Thought he wasn't going to get to it, but he got to it. So it's 2 away now. It looked like it was a bit of a drive.
The Jays are really first pitch swinging here. They're really being aggressive.
I would want to get. I mean, I know Cortez is probably on some sort of premeditated pitch count, but
I know, but like
I would look to get
really
it up
aggressive. They're being really aggressive.
Are they?
Yes, sir.
Danny Jansen is now up at the plate. That pitch is just a tad outside. The count is 1-0. Pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 1-1.
Mike Rotonda asks, is Volpe making the team? I think he very well should. I even said that before the season. I said it should be Volpe and Peraza up the middle. LeMahieu and Cabrera could rotate third base.
Pitch
Even
is
though
fouled
Cabrera's
away,
more
we
used
know
to.
who third base is going.
Yeah, it's going to be Donaldson because this organization does not like to amend for their mistakes.
Right. And we have fans that back it up. Unfortunately. But it's only a portion of the fan base. 1-2 pitch from Cortez to Jansen. And, they were looking for a strikeout there, and they were looking to go back to the dugout. Looks like it's not the case, so
good frame
for another pitch.
Decent frame job from the catcher Narvaez. Just the pitch looked a little outside.
This one's fouled away. Stay alive for another pitch.
Scott, to answer your comment, the Jets are not desperate. They could easily go out to Lamar Jackson. First of all, the Packers have a player that they don't want right now, and he doesn't want them. So if the Jets go after another quarterback, they're screwed. Pitch
is a tad upstairs. Looks like we're into a full count. Kind of like we were last inning.
Nestor Cortez, this has been his most complex at bat so far in the game, really. He has the 7-hitter Jansen.
And he walked him. I'll bring up Whit Merrifield. Sitting 304 so far this spring training. It's going to be his first full season in a Blue Jays uniform for last year being traded from Kansas City. With the Blue Jays last year, he had 281, which was much better than his 240 in Kansas City. So, very good stats for Whit Merrifield.
Where do you people get your information? First of all, LI, it is not a $60 million cap hit.
This one is driven to left field. It is back. It's gone. Home run to left field for Whit Merrifield. And the Yankees are now down by 1.
Well, I have to bring up the Ovaltine sooner.
No, and no.
That was that a hanging breaking ball? Let me look at the specific pitch.
The specific pitch. Cutter. It was a cutter, which it looked like one.
It was hanging. It didn't cut necessarily.
Yeah, just right down the Johnson. Pretty good jack job by Whit Merrifield right there, as we would say. That is his first home run of spring training. Will go down as his 6th RBI. So now up to the plate is Kevin Kiermaier, which they didn't necessarily get him to boost the offense. They got him to boost the defense a little bit. It was a problem last year for the Toronto Blue Jays in their first strike, swing and a miss. Counted 0-2.
To answer, good for you, Mike, a Jets fan, because, well, you're not a Jet fan, you're a 49 fan, but they're your local team. And then Michael Caputo says about the Rangers, yeah, they're Stanley Cup. There could be Stanley Cup favorites. Good pitch from Nestor, by the way. Blowing it right by him.
Yep, and we will go to the top of the third. The Blue Jays in front, 3-2, just like they are.
Not before I get the Ovaltine. I'll be back, folks.
Oh God, he's got the Ovaltine. He's got the Ovaltine. Should be worried. But let's take a look at the chat and see what's going on. Obviously, a lot of Jets talk, as I would say. But guys, we are about 10, 11 likes away. 11 likes from 50. Let's get there, folks. Let's get there. Not the first time me and Luca are going to be doing a game season. It's going to be fun all year. We'll be matching and mixing with different people. Umpire screwed Cortez on the previous bat when it was 0-2. I mean, you could call it that, but let's take a look, at least on MLB.com, where that pitch was located. That was the Danny Jansen at bat. I mean, it had a tip of the strike zone, but I'm not going to, listen, I think Cortez knows how to get out of things like that. So, let's see. Munson's back with the next prize. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised as well. I'm new to this channel, so why was there a bet surrounding Alex's virginity? Just because I was downplaying IKF, and I don't know how you could downplay IKF, but I'm just going to use that terminology. With IKF, it was like, he was sucking, which he did last year. And I'm like, you know what? This guy's not going to hit a home run for us, so why don't I just make a bet? But you know what? My bet lost, but that's okay.
Ovaltine time, folks. And before I actually drink the Ovaltine, as we're starting to get back to action, the history is here. I've been drinking Ovaltine for about 2 years. My godmother introduced it to me, and I've been drinking it ever since. Really good. So last year I started to bring it on GameSZN, and I actually got Pete into it. There's 3 certain flavors I like, as Anthony Volpe steps in, the Yankee leadoff hitter. First pitch is popped up. Going to the backstop, it will go foul. Count is 0-1. So this is a staple of, this was once a Twin Bill staple. This was once a GameSZN staple when I would go on. And it's a really good drink. I suggest that you guys get it. It's like a chocolate milk kind of thing. I'll reveal the flavors after this pitch. 0-1 pitch to Volpe is swung on in line. A base hit right up the middle. A blazing exit velo probably right there. 93-mile-an-hour fastball right up the gut. And Volpe's on with 1 out. I'm sorry, 1 on. Nobody out.
Now they're looking at the last 2 years of Land Guerrero Jr. and Aaron Judge.
Guerrero doesn't sniff Aaron Judge's balls.
Okay, so Frankie, you could cut that one up and fucking just he
doesn't shine his shoes. Judge takes the pitch outside, 92 on the gun, count is 1-0.
Yeah.
So I think after Judge, we're gonna pour the Ovaltine. It's like, again, it's not an actual drink. It's a mix. It's like the Nesquik, but it's better than Nesquik, actually, I would say.
Yeah, this guy's gonna shit on Nesquik Bunny.
Count is 1-0, and
thank you,
Francis goes off for a pickoff move.
Much appreciated. We're 10 likes away, folks.
And counts 1-1. I'm sorry, Judge is 1 for 1, doubled and scored in the first. But the 3 flavors I like are the I think it's dark chocolate, and this is chocolate malt, and then there's vanilla malt. Volpe takes the lead. The pitch to Judge is swung on and grounded to the left side. Bichette has it. He throws to second and 1, and that was the only out they'll get. So it is a fielder's choice. Judge will stay at first base.
I'm surprised Volpe didn't steal there. I kind of would like him to steal.
Yeah, I think he says
Yankees need to utilize that if he's going to make the roster.
A, if he's a leadoff hitter. B, if he is B, he has 4 stolen bases this spring. And plus, it's they extended the bases, the size, so it should help.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Here
some
is
people are a little bit, half and half on the bases, but I like incentivizing offense. Should be a little more entertaining.
I understand. Here's Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 1 today with an RBI ground out. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. 91 on the gun. On the inside corner, count is 0-1.
Brad, you are capping.
What is he saying?
He said Ovaltine's better than Pepsi and Nesquik, not combined.
Oh, well, Pepsi is a weird smell, so I would agree.
He says the one that
0-1. In there for strike 2. Rizzo takes a breaking ball right down the middle. Count
says
is
the
0-2.
one that literally does not drink soda.
Okay, I admit I don't drink soda, but if I like the soda, it would probably be Sunkist and Mountain Dew. Counts 0-2 to Rizzo. The pitch swung on and missed. Another hitter blown by the fastball. Fifth strikeout for Francis. 2 gone here in the third. It's a 9. These fastballs are coming in at like 93 to 95. I'm not sure why the hitters aren't catching up, but again, this is spring training, so I can't really critique much. But this fastball's looking good, Francis. Here's Giancarlo Stanton, 1 for 1 with an RBI single today. First pitch to Stanton is way outside and down. Count is 1-0. So, folks, we are going to pour the Ovaltine.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for the next pitch because there's obviously
Sad
a
day
pitch
in
clock.
America.
Count is 1-0. Pitch to Stanton. Chopped foul. It was more of a check swing. Count is 1-1.
Easy to trigger Alex. Well, I know you're fucking, but yeah.
47. Francis is at 47 pitches. Not bad for the third inning.
Surprised he's in this long, but maybe they're just giving him extended stuff. Uh-oh.
The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to right. Right center field. Right there is the center fielder. He'll make the catch, and that'll be the end of the inning. Almost gone. And one man left on. One hit. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Springer, Bichette, Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays as we take the break.
Yeah. Mike, I don't trust the Yankees training team, if that's the question you were asking. Shout out to Medina in the chat. What's going on, Medina? My man? Yeah, I can see you're a Cardinals fan, Jacob, and we welcome that, of course. I wish Rizzo was the Cardinals' backup, but yeah, to be fair, Rizzo was going to be a starter, and he wanted that money. He also wanted to come back to the Yankees, so that was probably because with the Aaron Judge thing or whatever. As Luca is sitting in total darkness. Actually, I can't say total darkness, but like his favorite quarterback in the NFL.
And now we drink the Ovaltine. I know it looks like shit, like gray, but it's because of the lighting, so it's brown. I trust me. It's brown.
You're making it okay. So it is a sunny day outside here in Brooklyn, New York, and you're making it seem as if it's 9:00 at night.
All I could do is just open up this window, not the window.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if whatever is better for the content.
Now it's more brown.
Is it?
Yes. Yes, folks. Buy this at your local market. Really good stuff. Supports immune health, no artificials, good source of vitamins and minerals. I usually drink this every morning.
So looking at Gold Glove Awards first base, Don Mattingly with multiple, Anthony Rizzo, and then obviously trickles down to Vlad Guerrero. Is he even that good of a first baseman?
I think he is. Maybe I'm wrong.
Springer's in there for a strike count as 0-1. Oh, I'm sorry, Luca, you're taking this one.
In there for a strike count 0-1 as Alex overtakes my commentary. He tries to.
Yeah, we've heard Taylor Motter. He was, he played for the Mariners at one point.
Yeah, I think so. Counts 0-2 as Springer fouls it off to the left side. Count is 0-2. Nestor shakes off the catcher, Narvaez, and deals. Just missed. I thought that was going to be strike 3. Just looked a little outside, maybe a little low. Counts 1-2. Springer looking on. Cortez shakes off Narvaez. Gets a sign and pitches, and strike three. Swung on and missed. Gets Springer to go up the ladder. One gone. As coming up will now be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. or Big Tubby. Or I'm sorry, that's going to be Bo Bichette. Then we'll have Big Tubby. Pitch to Bichette. First pitch swinging, grounded right to Rizzo. Two gone.
And now we got Big Tubby.
Now batting for the Toronto Blue Jays, Big Tubby. Fat fucking Teletubby. Solo home run in the first for Big Tubby. I gotta be on some of the Blue Jays Yankee games all season so I can call him the big ass Teletubby. First pitch to the Teletubby is just inside, count 1-0. Warming up in the bullpen is veteran reliever Anthony Bass for the Blue Jays. Count is 1-0. The pitch to Guerrero Jr. swung on and grounded. This to Donaldson. He hesitates, fires to first, and will get the out.
I would say a speedier runner beats that out.
Yeah. No runs, no hits, no errors. Go to the top of the fourth. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. Frankie, you know I'm just joking, right?
Teletubby. Well, they had Rowdy Tellez before him, but he wasn't like as.
He was taller. He was
Wubby.
taller.
Oh man! Guys, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already.
Mike says, "I hate to see that. What a shame about Diaz," and he was celebrating. Yeah, it sucks. That he especially got a big contract. You know, he was finally the closer that the Mets, paid for. Well, they traded for. It just sucks to see an injury like that. Like, I'm not against the World Baseball Classic. I don't watch it a lot, and I'm not against it. If you want to play for your country, go ahead. Obviously, there's risk involved. It's like imagine playing for the Olympics for the United States basketball team. Obviously, there's a risk involved, or any country for that matter. But it's not like he did anything really stupid, Diaz. It just happened. So we'll see. It sucks for Diaz, but I think the Mets honestly should go out and sign Zach Britton, and I'm saying that with a straight face.
Let's see. I guess they won't be playing Timmy Trumpets this year.
Nope. Frankie Baseball says Paul George broke his leg in a Team USA scrimmage. That is right. Mark Teixeira actually got injured in the World Baseball Classic a few years ago, and I think he broke his wrist or something like that. He said he was 2013, I think, and he said he was never the same.
Well, he was also never the same with his shift, but he's my favorite player of all time, Mark Teixeira, but I don't know. I mean, he was a better overall hitter and made adjustments unlike Joey Gallo. So, that's the shift argument is mishmash.
Joey Gallo doesn't sniff Mark Teixeira's balls. First pitch into Donaldson is high.
Okay, so that's another one you got to put on the list. That's a catchphrase for the season. He doesn't.
Anthony Bass is in for the Blue Jays. 5 games in the spring, 7.20 ERA, 6 hits and 7 strikeouts. The pitch to Donaldson is grounded right up the middle. Bichette has it, fields, fires, 1 gone. As Donaldson looks like he was running with there's a term. It's running with looks like he was running with cinder blocks on his feet. He's like
running with shit in his pants, whatever.
Here is Willie Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 today, as he'll face off against the veteran reliever Bass. Bass winds and delivers. First pitch is off speed in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 to Calhoun. Hitting 85 on the gun. Looks like a slider. Calhoun fouled down the first inning to the first baseman, Cavan Biggio. Pitch to Calhoun is in there for strike 2. Another conservative at like AB for Calhoun.
Both outfielders, both outfielders really didn't do much today, at least competing outfielders.
Count is 0-2. The pitch to Calhoun is swung on and chopped foul towards the first base line. He'll stay alive. Scott Wright says different circumstances, but I think Kendrys Morales suffered a major injury during a homer celebration. He might have broke his leg, I think. It was a much more major injury.
Hold on, I want to wait till the end of this at bat, and I will go.
Count 0-2 to Calhoun. The pitch is downstairs. Count is 1-2. Let's see what Morales did. 2010, he fractured his lower left leg. So it was a near break.
And
the pitch.
And his right testicle.
2-2 to Calhoun. Two and two count. One out here in the top of the fourth. Oh, Calhoun is 0 for 1. The pitch to Calhoun is swung on and hit really high into right field. Springer coming on. He makes the catch and is 2 gone. That was a really high fastball he decided to chase.
I feel like if it was lower, he may have gotten it out, but the wind kind of pushed that down.
That's fair. It could have been a deep home run. Not home run, but a deep ball.
Guys got 42 likes. Let's get those likes up to 50, folks. How long is Bader out for? Well, he's definitely out for opening day. That's what we can tell you.
IKF in, and he takes a called strike on the outside corner. Struck out in the second inning versus Francis. The pitch from Bass is outside. Count is 1-1. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa still battling for possibly an outfield spot, but he's playing second base today. I'm sorry. Swings and misses strike 2. Count is 1-2. 2 outs. Bass going to deliver his 12th pitch. Takes outside. Count is 2-2. Just a little outside. Just a bit outside, as the good old Harry Doyle would say. Obviously, that's a major league reference. Obviously, most baseball fans have seen the movie. The pitch is just missed. Fastball, 3-2.
What's going on, Jeffrey?
What's going on, Jeffrey? Jacob says Cardinals need a shortstop. Who would you guys recommend? You could put Gleyber Torres over there if you want. 3-2. Just missed. That is another close pitch that Bass tried to dot on the outside corner. It'll be ball 4. IKF takes a walk.
So let's ask the chat this, because I know some people are talking about The Exorcist in the chat. So I might as well bring this up.
I've not watched it.
Now, maybe some of you have seen it. Is Cocaine Bear a stupid premise for a movie?
What the fuck?
That's a general question.
Is that a South Park thing?
What?
Takes inside. Count is 1-0.
What are you talking about?
I thought I heard them mention. I thought I heard you watching one of the South Park episodes and talking about Cocaine Bear.
Maybe they did, but like I'm talking about the movie. I'm not talking about the.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know what that movie's about. Pitch to Ortega.
Luca, it is pretty self-explanatory. It is about a bear on cocaine.
That's so stupid.
Okay, there's my answer that I wanted. Okay, so apparently we get a lot of the chat agreeing with us.
I mean, if it's about a bear who's on cocaine, as you said, that's just stupid movie. That's like Spooder. That's like
written that.
That's like Spooderman. Count is 1-1. The pitch. Ortega chops it to the right side, and he grounds out. That'll be the end of the inning. 1 walk, which leaves the runner on base. 3 outs. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 Blue Jays.
You're right, Hirsch. You are absolutely right. Frankie Baseball has a good point. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's pretty much a premise for the movie. After a 500-pound black bear consumes a significant amount of cocaine and embarks on a drug-fueled rampage, an eccentric gathering of cops, criminals, tourists, and teenagers assemble in a forest. He said he's more excited for the Barton movie. Oh my god! Like, it's just so fucking stupid.
I'd rather watch Spooderman. I'm not the hero the world wants.
I'm the hero the world gets.
I'm not the world hero the world needs, but I'm the hero that the world gets.
You didn't. I've heard theories. Dwayne Wise, and that's an interesting name because obviously there was a player on the Yankees called Dwayne Wise. Um, but no. What should have a boy? No. What we should do, Frankie, is for our members in the Discord, which become a member, by the way, we could stream the movie.
A Barbie movie? No, come on, a Barbie movie day.
What was I gonna say though? Apparently, there was a bear who ate cocaine.
I'm not surprised in the least.
Some stupid idiot probably had nothing better to do on his time and then just say, hey, let's give a bear cocaine.
Yeah, and there's Matt Riley in the chat. The fact that cocaine bear is.
I looked that up. I thought I saw him in the trailer. I'm like, hold on a minute. And I literally Googled it while I was on the phone with somebody. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. Like, that's
such a shitty way for him to go out. Obviously, the death was unexpected, but still.
Last year was just terrible for mob movie people. Tony Soprano,
Mob movie actors.
James Caan, Paul Sorvino.
Cortez throws the first pitch is in there for swing and a miss strike, count 0-1.
It was a drug smuggler that threw the bags out of a plane.
Okay, count 0-1. Pitch to Varsho was way outside, count 1-1. It looks like a slider that drifted to the right-handed batter's box.
Cocaine bear.
That's such a weird premise. Count is 1-1.
Are we gonna make a movie about the guy who thought he farted but he crapped himself?
That's not your joke, so you don't have the right to say it. 1-2.
Right, but trust me, I have a theory.
Okay. How about we watch the Titanic live? Okay. Cortez goes a little sidearm and pitch fouled away to left side. Varsho will stay alive.
I don't want to watch the Titanic.
The Cardinals beat the Marlins 16-2 yesterday. Wow, that's a down beating. I think that's like the biggest blowout of spring training, and there might be another. It was another game, I think. Count is 1-2 to Varsho. The pitch is swung on a miss. Nice slider from Cortez. 2 away. I'm sorry, that's 1 out. Is it? Yeah, it's 1 out.
Yeah. What up, cynical? I know it's based on a true story, but you don't have to write about all things that are true. Like, you could literally write a book on the Florida Man. You could literally make a movie on the Florida Man.
First pitch to Matt Chapman, the third baseman, is fouled away.
I don't like that mustache on him.
Yeah, it feels weird.
He looks like Tom Grossi.
In the face, kind of, not the mustache. And he's not a Green Bay Packers fan. Count is 0-1, the pitch. Downstairs 1-1.
Rose is the worst female character ever written.
Killed Jack, threw her money away, hooked up with Jack in heaven, said the guy she's married. Piece of shit. 1-1 in there for strike 2. I have not watched
that movie, so I can't say.
I mean, I think everybody knows the ending storyline. So, Frankie says in regards to you, Alex, which Florida man? Just the general Florida man, the 1-2.
Premise of the Florida Man.
I mean, you look up on any given day, Florida Man on the internet as Jackson Reese is up in the bullpen for the Toronto Blue Jays. It will come up with the weirdest shit ever. The pitch to Chapman is to count as 3-2. It's a full count. Here we go. Should I type this up? I'm going to type it up. Florida Man.
Yeah, I hope so too, Jeffrey. The reviews came out a few days ago, and the new evil whatever. Cocaine Bear sounds like a
3-2.
They did
Chapman fouls away.
They did talk about Cocaine Bear in the latest South Park episode, though.
A Florida man heard a bump at his door. It was an alligator, and it bit his leg. There you go. Florida man.
It just happens to people that are in Florida. I'm never going to turn into a Florida man, though, I must say.
Count is 3-2. The pitch from Cortez. Way outside ball 4. Chapman works a walk. Here we go. Here's another one. This is per the North Platte Post or Platte Post. I don't know how to pronounce it. Wanted Florida man hospitalized, jailed after high-speed chase. They didn't even spell jailed correctly. You want to know how they spelled it? They spelled it Jaiuled.
Spelling is not of their specialty.
Here's Kevin Biggio, the Blue Jays first baseman. The pitch to the lefty is inside, count is 1-0. Literally look up.
Honestly, if you think about it, there should be a Florida Man channel, like
Oh,
a news
absolutely.
channel, just Florida Man.
Yes, it would get so much views. Count is 1-0. Nestor at the belt looks over to first and deals. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Here you go. Here's another one. Florida man charged with stealing $700,000 worth of seafood. He posed as an employee of Safeway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like seafood to that extent, so I would never steal $700K worth.
Count is 1-1.
Something
The
worse.
pitch. Downstairs, count 2-1. Here you go. Here's another headline. Florida man leaves his DUI manslaughter trial for lunch and doesn't return.
I mean,
Michael King is up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees.
every scene in a Florida Man movie is just a different story. Yeah, it's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Count is 2-1. The pitch to Biggio is swung on and fouled away. Fastball hitting 90. Count is 2-2. Love the fact Nestor's nearing 50 pitches and everything looks fine health-wise. Yeah, seems to be doing okay.
For his first start, he doesn't look terrible. He doesn't look great, but just for the record, and I know I'm going to get some blowback from a certain person on this, Michael King should not be a starter.
No. Count is 2-2. Pitch to Biggio way outside. Count is 3-2. Frankie says, what do you think of Tarantino's last film being about a movie critic? Well,
which movie was that?
Good question.
I know there was one. I just can't name it.
Count is 3-2. The pitch to Biggio is check swing fouled away. So Biggio is staying alive. He's putting up in at bat.
Quentin Tarantino. Very odd guy, as we all know.
Count is 3-2. Runner on first. Nestor at 49 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out. 3-2 count. Pitch to Biggio. Swung on and grounded foul. He's staying alive.
So wait, is Tarantino retiring after this, Frankie, or is he still making more movies? This is still fairly young, because I'm like, you said this is like, maybe you worded it different. That is Tarantino's final film that he is working on. It's like he's not that old.
It's actually called The Movie Critic.
Well, yeah.
It's potentially his last film ever.
Bro, he's like 59. He shouldn't stop. Maybe the
he's really a genius. He's a movie genius.
The ideas, I mean, I guess are, you know, I mean, Stephen King is still writing books at like 145 years old, so.
Tarantino, great film, Reservoir Dogs. I actually think that movie's overrated. Count is 3-2. The pitch to Biggio is upstairs, ball 4.
Luca's just fucking sour grapes. That's why.
What? No, I genuinely think that movie's kind of overrated. I like Jackie Brown. I like Pulp Fiction.
4 more
obviously.
likes, by the way, to 50.
I like Pulp Fiction. I like Jackie Brown. I just never. Maybe I need to rewatch it again. I watched the whole movie. I was like, eh. It was just a big eh.
What are you, fucking a baby?
As Nestor Cortez will be leaving the game and Michael King will be coming in.
Yeah.
Pitching change first of the afternoon for the Yanks.
I have a feeling that's, you know.
Luca hates the idea of someone's ear getting cut off. No, I don't. I'm just not a fan. I like the wolf in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, played by Harvey Keitel. What's going on, Steels?
What is up? What is up? What is up? It's my way or the highway. Okay, I'll be Mr. Pink.
That's right. There's Mr. Black, Mr. White, Mr. Pink, Mr. Blue.
Mr. Brown. I mean, Mr. Brown's a little too close to Mr. Shit.
Oh, that's right. Another great quote from Pulp Fiction. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? When he was talking to Brett, who fucked over Marcellus Wallace.
I was literally, when I was taking the bus home from, you know, Staten Island and everything yesterday, I was looking at the I was looking at inside a store that was closed, and they had a coffee brand called Tastiest Choice. And I'm like, hold on, where the fuck did I hear about this? And it's the scene where, Julian's basically sucking off fucking Tarantino's character Jimmy because of the dead guy in the car.
Metaphorically, not actually sucking off. Metaphorically. And it's not Julian, it's Jules.
Well, he goes, knock it off, Julian. So I'm not totally wrong, but I guess it's my time. Wait, is it my time for the
No, this is a pitching change.
I'm just making sure. I'm making sure.
What's going on, Jaira?
What's going on, Pete's fiance, Jaira? Got one more like, guys, away from 50. Let's get there.
Michael King last season, obviously ended with Tommy John surgery, 2.29 ERA, opposing average of 192, 51 innings pitched, 66 strikeouts to 16 walks, and a whip of 1. As I have my delicious Ovaltine.
Do you?
Yes. Looks like they're kind of shifting over to the left side a little bit, but they're in double play depth as this one's popped up from Jansen going foul.
Danny Jansen has glasses. Well, it's not really glasses, more like fucking goggle sunglasses.
Yes. Count is 0-1 to Jansen. The 0-1 pitch. Inside, I thought that was being a strike, and it counts 1-1.
I like that inside off speed right there. Looked appealing.
My bad, Dwayne.
Oh, shit.
He didn't get Tommy John. He was out for the season, though. 1-1. Jansen swings and lines this deep to left field. That ball is off the wall. Going to the corner, 1 run will score, and it is 4-2 Jays. It was a hanging breaking ball from King.
Are we going to have another Allied Steals fucking debate? Because I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Steele says, Alex, look, are you ready for Daniel Jones versus Aaron Rodgers starting this upcoming season?
Well, we know who won that last battle, right?
Well, you see now, we have a top.
Come in with the built-in excuses.
Nah. Okay, fucking paying $40 million a year for average. Anyways, first pitch to Merrifield is in there for a strike. $40 million. Okay, $40 million for average. Has only had 1 season above 20 touchdowns. Count is 0-1. The pitch to Merrifield is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. As you know, folks, we go a lot of off topic here. We went through movies already. We talked, there's some bits about football. Matt giving me the update already about the Knicks. So we go off on random tangents. So it's all fun here. It's all part of the Alex and Luca GameSZN experience.
Right.
Count is 0-2. We already talked about Ovaltine.
In Florida, man.
I said, Matt, yesterday that matchup for the Knicks is bad. It's fouled away from Merrifield. He'll stay alive.
You notice the Yankees have not scored a run since Luca's picked up the Ovaltine?
Okay.
It's kind of like the anti-Viagra.
Sup to Lorenzo in the chat. Just came in.
Lorenzo.
Count is 0-2. The pitch. Merrifield fouls it away. The Ovaltine curse, as Frankie calls it. Don't worry, my last class.
Maybe they'll start scoring afterward.
Time is called as King steps off.
It's so funny.
Frankie's comment.
Let's see.
Count is 0-2. The pitch fouled off.
No, I'm not. Well, using it, no. Ads, yes.
Whoever commented about the Jones being mid, I fully support you. Who was it? It was Dwayne. Aaron Rodgers will kick Daniel Jones' ass this season. Aaron Rodgers is going to go on a revenge tour.
Okay. Everybody write this in their fucking books right now.
0-2. Outside 1-2. I don't know. I said Wednesday. After the whole McAfee stuff, he's pissed, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like he's a pissed off Aaron Rodgers. Just gotta. It has to be Monday night, in my opinion. Giants Jets. I will go to that game 100%. 1-2 pitch, swung on a ground on the left side. That is a base hit. Calhoun will pick it up, and let's see how many runs scored. 1 run will score. It's 5-2. Blue Jays.
King not looking so good right now.
Yeah, it was a fastball right through the middle of the zone. Merrifield, battled him through the entire at bat, and he ends up winning the battle.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say terrible about Don Mattingly, Brian. He has I do admit he's got a ceiling on the teams he's on. He's got a ceiling, but he's a very good baseball voice. I mean, would I prefer him over Aaron Boone based on his track record? I don't know that I would, but still, things happen in certain ways. But
No, he's a better manager. That pitches
at conversation because I know what to expect.
Pitches outside of Kevin Kiermaier, the news Blue Jay. He's 0 for 1 today with the strikeout in the second.
Wonder what I'll eat for lunch today.
King has thrown 11 pitches, and he's only got. I don't think he's even gotten out yet, has he?
No,
because Cortez got the first out, so he hasn't even made an out yet. So that's obviously a little concerning. Looks like they're kind of shifting. They got Volpe shaded towards second, which leaves a gaping hole in the left side as they attempt to pick off. You folks, you are only allowed two disengagements per at bat. So, and if it's 3, it's a walk.
What was I gonna say? I don't know what was I gonna say. Fucking totally slipped my mind.
Count is 1-0 to Kiermaier. The pitch popped up left center field with his drop. Calhoun makes the catch. He's going to throw home, and the runner will stay at third. Danny Jansen will stay. So it's 2 gone. Ash. So coming up, the leadoff hitter, read that wrong. George Springer.
Didn't know Anthony Volpe played for the Blue Jays.
Anthony Springer and George Volpe. That's, I think. Imagine having 2 Anthonys on the same team.
Well, at least there's that Italian factor.
Dwayne Wise, I love your comment. Just you hating on the Giants.
Worse. Not worse.
You hating on the Giants right now is.
Everybody put it in their books that the Jets are going to be a failure.
Okay.
Matt Riley said if he's still here, they're just going from 7-10 to 8-0.
I don't think so. Just being jelly.
I mean,
you're just being jealous.
You literally rounded the house saying that you're going to go to the Super Bowl.
I mean, that would be the hope if you're getting Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. And if not, I'll explain the context after this pitch. Count is 1-0 to Springer. Pitch to Springer is low. Count is 2-0. Even if you don't go to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, you have the team built for the next quarterback to make the Super Bowl.
Lose picks for nothing.
That's how this works. You don't sign average quarterbacks to $40 million a year. Count is 2-0 as King looks for a pickoff.
Shout out to Daryl Smith in the chat.
Daryl, what's going on, bro?
Let's get this to 60 likes, guys. 60 likes, guys. Get to 60 likes.
Count is 2-0 to Springer.
It's Jerry Springer.
The pitch popped up. Looks like he might have got jammed, but he chased it high. Rizzo makes the catch. That'll end the inning. 2 runs for the Blue Jays come in. 2 runners left on. It is 5-2 Jays. Narvaez, Volpe, and Judge due up.
Okay. How can I be jealous of the Jets when I've seen my team win 5 playoff games since your last playoff appearance?
I don't know. Quarterback? Oh, I forgot, Matt. You're a Daniel Jones stan. I can't reason with you. Anything that Daniel Jones is better than the 10, 11, 12 quarterbacks in my rankings list, apparently. I'm so jealous not to have Daniel Jones, right? Even though for a majority of the season, Saquon Barkley was carrying the offense.
Got 3 more likes to 60, so let's get there.
Yes, folks. Ask your favorite questions in the chat. Me and Alex will be glad to answer them.
I do feel good about the Jets' future. I just don't think it will result in a Super Bowl with Rodgers. Then wouldn't it be a failure though?
It depends. Like if you win, I'll say this. If you don't go to the Rodgers with, if you do not go to the Super Bowl with Rodgers, at least have that Super Bowl team like built for the next quarterback, like what they did with Brett Favre. You know, they were supposed to compete for a Super Bowl with Favre. He ended up getting hurt. 8-3 start failed. All these different things. They had the team set up for the next quarterback, which would be Mark Sanchez. Just build responsibly.
I just don't understand why people. First of all, I'm looking at someone else's like opening day lineup on Twitter. First of all, why is Oswaldo Cabrera in left field? Second of all, I mean, not why is Josh Donaldson not at third base? Like, let's be honest. You know, let's be completely fair. Ooh, I what was I gonna say? Our buddy, I didn't realize this till now, and I'm kind of happy about it because I like this guy. You remember Johnny Five from the tailgates?
Yes, I do.
He had Pete Simonetti on.
Nice. I didn't know that. I did not know
Johnny for that.
Yeah, he seemed like a chill guy at the tailgate.
Yeah, good friend of the Giants family. He's got a podcast too, so I gotta look. Maybe we'll have him on our channel. He's got 3 more likes to 60, maybe even.
All right, Alex, your call.
Oh yes. Let me go back in my tab. We got a 1-0 count on Carlos Narvaez. Jackson Reese is now in the game.
He's got the Dan Feeney mustache and mullet.
1-1 count. Narvaez 0 for 1 struck out in the second. The pitch. Just a tad outside, 2-1. Incoming, and this guy's got a weird fucking. It's like he's got his wind up.
Yeah, he's going all the way out
from the motherfucking MLB 2K11.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss from Narvaez. He just seems like a very all or nothing hitter, Narvaez, because he smacks a shot when he wants to, but
I don't make much of him, honestly. I think what was he at Hudson Valley last year?
He's just a minor leaguer. He will walk though, so he'll go to first base. Shouts to Rod Thompson in the chat.
What's going on, Ra? Yeah, he was at. He's first of all, he's a non-roster invitee. He was at Hudson Valley. 194 at Hudson Valley.
Yeah, so he's basically a boom.
He has a solid OPS 710, but the stats he has a 327 OBP. Well, that was last year at least.
Yes, I like. Nobody talks about 2K anymore in baseball, Frankie.
Or MVP 2005.
Yeah, but A-Rod is up top, Luca's down bottom, Rock, which is a tad outside. Oh, that's a strike. Count as 0-2. Volpe looked a little bit mixed up after the call.
Let me see where that was on the pitch track.
The pitch incoming and struck him out. Volpe is pissed off. He will go back to the dugout, not liking that call. We got one away with Aaron Judge on the way up.
Those first 2 pitches were outside, I agree. They weren't off by much, but they were still outside.
This thing came out, MLB 2K11 is that commercial for that is when Justin Verlander met Kate.
Yep. That was 2K12, I believe he was on the cover of.
He was, 2K11 was Roy Halladay, RIP. Swing and a miss for Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I remember that 2K12 commercial.
I don't remember the triple play game.
Well, that's before our time, so
right.
After
the pitch, swing and a miss. Count is 0-2. I mean, they're coming. They're on the uprise, Mike.
I kind of disagree with that. The Rangers are a Stanley Cup, could be a finalist at the Stanley Cup. The Jets got the quarterback. I mean, the Mets were supposed to be good until Edwin Diaz got injured.
Thank you for totally avoiding the New York Giants.
Okay.
They came off a winning season, won the first playoff game in
C plus
10
off
years.
season. C plus off season.
Okay, all right.
Okay, off season.
1-2 to Judge. Oh, this guy's got a wide strike zone today. Judge is not happy about the call, and 2 away.
I'll say this: you're rarely going to see the complaints about the strike zone because of the electronic strike zone. But let me see what that was on the pitch scanner. Actually hit the corner, hit the bottom corner, hit the bottom quadrant of the
Maybe
strike
it's just the Jansen framing it. He sucks. Jackson Reeves will now come out of the game for Tim Meza, and Anthony Rizzo will be at the plate when the game returns.
San Diego State is up on Furman 75-52 as Frankie updated. Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with March Madness. I know there were 2 upsets, I think, yesterday, the day before.
Get them likes up, guys. We're almost at 60.
Hit them likes.
Get the likes up. Or else I'll make everybody watch Cocaine Bear.
No. Nobody wants to watch that movie.
So get the likes up then. If anyone doesn't want to watch Cocaine Bear, they get the likes up.
What if somebody wants to watch the movie?
Then,
Yeah, Frankie's right. Princeton won a Thursday. They beat number 2 Arizona. And Fairleigh Dickinson won on Friday. 2 Jersey teams.
how you doing?
See, Dwayne's on my side. The Giants made the playoffs with Daniel Jones only throwing 15 touchdowns in 17 games. It's not happening again. That is a complete outlier. But folks,
to Jeff Nelson in the chat, what's your thoughts on the Cards this season? Is this a new channel? Well, this is really the one who started this up is Pete Simonetti. But we joined last year to be the official announcement date was December the 11th, to my knowledge. Yeah, I think that's about right. December 11th, and we've been a part of this team since December 11th, 2021, and we've been a part of this team since it's not a regret. It's been a very fun ride.
They just showed the trailer for the baseball in London games. How do you feel about that?
I don't think the marketing is great.
To be honest with you, I think they did a little too much with the Britain games. It's all fine and well. A, they did it in a soccer stadium. B, what do you call it? You saw the walls were really caved in, so everything was a homer. It was like a shootout, and that's not what baseball is now. There's barely any shootouts like that in baseball. 20
is like football scores,
right?
Pitch to Rizzo is in there for a strike.
Yeah, London cares way more about Tottenham Hotspurs than any of the 2 MLB cricket teams. Glory, Tottenham Hotspur, as the old theme song. Again, I don't.
Rizzo in the dirt. Yeah, it was 1-1.
Again, I don't really care for soccer, so neither does Mike Francesa.
Well, nobody cares about soccer.
Yeah, he's like somebody called him. There's a prank. There's a call. Somebody called him about the Champions League, and he's like, I'm not interested, and I hope my kids don't watch. What's going on, D-Rod?
Fires the first. That will end the inning. Yankees don't do much. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 is the score on the WFAN Radio Network. Different IG.
Yeah, technically this game is on WFAN, but Frankie says I miss Francesa prank calls. Yeah, I've been stuck on watching a bunch of compilations of the prank calls. Like there was this one prank call. First of all, Li's right on something. I'm surprised that medium rare is the only way to have steak. Completely agree. But regarding the Francesa prank calls, there's this one prank call where this guy from Melvin in the Bronx was calling. This had to be like 2009 or 2010. So,
by the way,
yes. So the guy was calling in. He's like, he was talking about this woman who wrote a book about Crazy '08, which was about the 1908 season where Merkel didn't touch second on a home run. And he's like, the outfield was defined by the crowds. And Mike is like, well, what does this have to do with now? And he's like, because people used to bring pistols to the games. And he's like, well, I don't know what Francesa said after that. He's like, what does that have to do with He's like, that was over 100 years ago. And then Melvin's like, well, that's baseball. I don't know what's baseball, but bringing a pistol to a game. That would not sit right with today's society, obviously. Yeah, Francesa falling asleep in front of the mic. There was also one that I don't know why he took this call. Francesa took a call where a guy was detailing how he was abused in his childhood and he shot both of his parents. And Mike's like, well, I can't verify if it's true.
You have to be really a really fucked up human being.
And I thought Francesa was laughing about it.
We can't verify if this was true.
He's like, I can't verify if it's true.
But I mean, you have a lot of time on your hands to do shit like that. So,
and then
we were planning on prank calling Francesa at some point. But
yep, and your commentary, Alex.
Yeah, so we got one away ground out to Josh Donaldson, bring up Vlad Guerrero Jr. What we were planning is Luca, me, my friend Sean, back to back, and then we would say, "Hey, Mike, what's going on? Long time caller, first time listener." Because it's really first.
And then come up with something stupid to say because there's been many stupid calls for him over the years. Like, is Vlad Guerrero going to play in the NBA All-Star game? All these different things.
Do the Giants meet up every time they come?
Do the San Francisco Giants, the New York Giants meet up every time? He's like, what affiliation, what ties do they have? That might be the strangest question I've ever been asked.
Chopper foul down the line at third.
What was it?
If he likes us, get the way to 70.
And then it's like another question was like, do you think that the Mets can possibly be as dominant as like the Patriots and do something like 162-0?
Go 162-0. I'm tired of this. Back after this. Mike's on. It's ready to go.
Frankie, I just followed you on Twitter, so I'm going to send you the video, and I'm going to give you the timestamp of when that guy called about the abuse. That is. Well, I'm sure. Well, no, you've probably heard of the call, but I mean, I don't know. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from King there. Just some co-analysis. But I was like, I didn't know how to feel when I was watching that on the compilation. I was like, what the hell?
Hirsch, long time, first time could be Alex's pickup line to lose.
Nah, I'm telling you right now, Frankie, it was a prank. It was a prank. 100%. You can't.
Our show fouls it away.
You cannot possibly do that.
The outfield was defined by the crowds.
And they used to bring pistols to the game, Alex.
Yeah, because that totally has relevance. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, counted 0-2.
You're just lucky back then that people weren't the way they are today, where somebody would bring a pistol and shoot a player. Because people today would do that. They'd be like, okay, you just grounded out to first? Now, if it was paintball, it could be more fun. Not actually a real bullet trying to kill somebody.
Or a BB gun, trying to shoot somebody in the ass. Or a pellet gun or whatever. It looks like, I think Varsho got hit there. So now they will have Matt Chapman up at the plate, also known as Tom Grossi with a mustache.
Jason Giambi would actually make a great coach, Michael Caputo says.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I just don't see him as a coach. Maybe for like a college team. But I don't know. I don't know what he's doing these days. I was looking it up the other day. I'm like, this guy played for 2015. I forgot about that.
Oh, it was like 40.
1-0. He's trying to do the Jamie Moyer. The pitch. Go back to first. It is a strike. And he's not in time at first. So, snap throw from Narvaez.
Kerm, what's going on in the Kerm? He says paintball would be fun, but it still hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit.
What's the shit for?
I just closed out the chat on accident.
Aye. Good job.
This one is driven in the air to center. back at the track. It is caught by Ortega, and that's the end of the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Stanton, Donaldson, Calhoun against Tim Meza. It is 5-2 Blue Jays leading the Yankees on the WFAN radio network, driven by Jeep. Imagine fucking we all get a lawsuit because I said that.
They would never.
You
I like this idea from Daryl. Bring a Nerf gun and shoot Hicks in the outfield. But they're like what? Styrofoam bullets? I don't know what material they're made out of.
Yes, I brung back the chat.
In the 1910s, fans were by the field arguing with players directly. Well, that makes sense.
I would do that.
You go up to Aaron Hicks.
What the fuck are you doing out there, pal?
You fucking bum.
Listen. This is that. Imagine if that type of I would say climate was implemented still, and yet Aaron Hicks missed those plays in left field. I jumped down to the field with Joe and we start getting in his face. What the fuck are you doing, asshole? You need to catch that fucking ball. You're such a fucking bum. And then when we're done, we just leave. But then again, I don't know how that would end up.
Oh boy. Miles Straw.
Miles Straw, that fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. But and then the Yankee content creators, except for us though, as News TV, every content creator sold out because they wanted clicks from fucking Fuzzy.
Catapult water balloons to Hicks. Okay, that's an interesting idea.
Fucking have a water balloon fight. So looks like Don Mattingly is having a talk with Bo Bichette in the dugout. Looks like they're on with George Springer. Yeah, I am on board, Jeff. I love Darren Waller. I love the acquisition. He'll be a top tight end in the league. But he needs to stay healthy. If they would get back to the game, that would be nice. So now, different pitcher on the mound here. We got Thomas Hatch this spring. Not a great ERA, 14.29, 14 hits, 452 opposing batting average. So I would expect at least the Yankees to attack him a little bit. Pitches in their first strike. Hey, Frankie, sometimes you just sell your soul to the devil for different things. And this one's into right field. It's going to be off the top of the wall a little bit bouncing wise. And Giancarlo Samuel rolling to second with a double. Is Luka even alive?
No, it's saying leadoff hit.
Yeah. Guys, let's get the 70 likes. We're at 63 right now.
Get those likes up, folks. Get those likes up.
Shitballs. I just opened Safari. I am not good today.
Alex, relax, okay? Get your hands off the. Looks like they're shifting again now, so they've not completely outlawed the shift.
Well, Donaldson is almost an automatic out, so.
Because here's how they can manipulate this whole shift thing. By the way, this is like kind of an education. This is kind of a good lesson. 2 players need to be on each side of second. It's not a complete, and you can manipulate that by putting the second baseman closer to shortstop, but still on the side of second base where you're almost guaranteed to shift.
Yeah, and also you could put, I think, they never really touched anything with the outfield. That's why a lot of people still shift on Joey Gallo, like traditionally. But I bet he's going to have some built-in excuse. They should have thought about that. But you can't change the rules now. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for Donaldson. Not really surprising there. As I think that's strikeout number 3 today?
Strikeout number 2, I think.
Strikeout number 2. So now Willie Calhoun will box into the plate with 1 away.
Scott is right. Donaldson continues to be in midseason form. Nothing has changed.
Nope.
That's why you should have been fucking out of here way before the season started.
Run it back, they said. It will be fun, they said. Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not having fun watching Josh Donaldson, so no, it's not.
Calhoun hits this one deep to right field. This one is back. It's off the wall. 1 run will score. Actually, no, stand still at third base, and I don't understand how, but anyway, we got 2 on. Willie Calhoun with a double. I mean, I would expect you to score on that, right? Well,
you got to read that ball better if you're the base runner. You got to read that ball better. No way in hell he should be at third right now.
I'm perplexed a little.
I mean, like, do they not teach? I understand spring training, but come on.
Let's see.
I want to see what happened on the replay, but they're busy talking to Springer.
Yeah. Here's Cabrera, who is up for the first time today, hitting for Isaiah Kiner Falefa, aka I know fuck all. Because he does know fuck all. Or I can't field is another one. Swing and a miss from Cabrera. Count is 1-1. Yeah, get your tickets for NyynewsTV Day, guys. Subscribe, do all the good stuff. Put up the likes. Join the channel. Listen, memberships are a big thing over here. They are a big thing. Cabrera into center field. Left center, really. This is going to be called. Let's see if they let the runner tag. They will not. Giancarlo Stanton will retreat to third base and 2 out. With Rafael Ortega coming to the plate. Who friended me on Facebook? That I don't use that often.
Right.
I don't know who you are, buddy, so I'm not going to fucking...
Li says if he had a podcast with signed with the Yankees, he'd be fired in a second. Yeah, Li would ask them why. He would be asking them, why haven't you traded DJ LeMahieu yet?
Yeah, that will be his indictment on Cashman. I was so against
and not hiring Manny Acta.
Yeah, I was so against getting Facebook, Frankie, but I had to for a writing gig. Because they had like a messenger group chat and all these other different things, and like
I don't understand why people can't use WhatsApp or some shit like that.
WhatsApp, Slack. Got the tickets the day after before hearing about the event. You guys have fun. You'll be missed, Frankie. Then there's going to be more events this year, so it's all going to be fun and games. Ortega fouls this one off, and he's still alive. Who will pitch the second game? He probably,
Severino probably.
Severino, but hopefully he doesn't look like what he looked like this spring training.
0-2 he's
pitch.
Struggled.
Popped him up. Looks like it'll be... Where is the camera angle? It is terrible. It pops out to the shortstop. Barger. And that's going to end the inning. Yankees don't take advantage of the opportunities given. Go to the bottom of the 6th. That was awful.
Yeah, it's clearly apparently spring training for the cameramen as well, because that was a shitty camera angle.
Okay, so there's apparently some sort of an update with Carlos Rodon.
Oh boy,
and
it's about to be interesting.
I just got this on the event will be probably more fun than the game itself. I agree, Hirsch. Let's see. Latest injury news. I don't give a shit about the prospects. Let's see. Mid to late April, that's expected return. Rodon began a throwing program on the 17th, which was yesterday. He said he felt good today. Boone said it was encouraging. So, was diagnosed with a mild strain of the brachioradial. How do you fucking say this word?
Just look it up. Look up the term.
After experiencing discomfort, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he had a similar issue last May with the Giants. Interesting. Jose Trevino expected return March 21st, which is 3 days from now. Swung a bat. Hit off a tee on March 16th. Since feeling discomfort during a March 9th game, would likely return to the lineup against Detroit March 21st and also catch again against St. Louis March 23rd. He said he will be ready for opening day. Yeah, the fact that Angel Hernandez gets continual opportunities to umpire is exactly what's wrong with baseball. He should not have a job. Like,
Never.
We talk about Brian Cashman having job security. Angel Hernandez has that job for life. He could literally umpire at 80 years old and nothing would change. You call a pitch all the way out, hear a fucking strike.
Terrible
In fact,
umpire.
once again, baseball has no balls, contrary to their name. They have zero.
Frankie's right that the Yankees love to get injury-prone guys. I mean, that was for the Rodon thing, but it was like, to me, the rotation can be very high risk, high reward.
Yeah. So let's see how the Yankees justify. So we have Johnny Lowe in the game now. Johnny Lasagna, as we call him. Last season, not great. Posing average of 234, which is solid. 4.13 ERA, 37 Ks and 19 walks and 48 innings, and a whip of 1.29. He will face Kevin Biggio, who's ready to step into the box. Has he lived up to his hype? Because I feel like Kevin Biggio hasn't. But then again, he's also in the shadow.
He was a top prospect, but he's not great.
Pitches in there for a strike. If Slow Burner's in the chat, maybe he'll answer it for us. But I just always felt like he's in the shadows of his dad.
Alex, what's your AL East preview? Your roundtable?
That's going to be on Thursday. AL East roundtable on Thursday. I'm hoping to get an Orioles guy on. But
You've not gotten a single Orioles guy yet?
no. Because apparently they're non-existent. Yeah, Biggio hit 202 last year, so. And his role is probably middle infield, based on my knowledge. Anyway, swing and a miss from Biggio, struck him out, and this will bring up Stevie Berman. Not Chris Berman, Stevie Berman. Loizaga is back from the WBC, yes. So up at the plate is Berman. The pitch is down 1-0.
Frankie Baseball says the Yankees win the division if they're healthy. Mostly I agree, but the Blue Jays.
I don't think the Blue Jays are going to be shit. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, the Blue Jays are talented. It's just like they're like they always tend to be overhyped and they never
play by Volpe, and he got him with a nice throw.
Beautiful play.
Nice
good
field by Rizzo.
Good fielding range from Volpe right there.
Getting that ball up the middle of the two-way, which will bring up Davis Schneider. Five pitches so far for Loizaga, so it looks like being a little aggressive. Schneider looks like create a player and MLB The Show. Does he not? There's a strike. I'm legit serious. Fucking, he does look like create a player.
That's true. That is literally true as I'm staring at him right now.
0-1. Count as 1-1.
He's like the guy you play in what do they call it? Like their version, MLB Show's version of My Career.
Road to the Show?
Road to the Show. Literally a Road to the Show character.
And this one is grounded. What a play by Donaldson. Sits, fires. He got him. What a play by Donaldson over at third. We will go to the top half of the seventh, which will switch over to Luca. Still, score remains 5-2.
Watch Tampa Bay find a way to be up there in the division. They will be.
They'll be like third. They're always there.
But again, it's the question of where the Orioles are going to sit. I don't think they did much in the offseason, but you just hope the kid, if you're an Oriole fan, you hope the kids progress, like the Rushmans. Santander's still very good. You hope Cedric Mullins bounces back.
I want to see how far the Red Sox get. I think their range is between third and fifth place.
The Red Sox suck. They got to be the last team in the division.
They suck.
They suck.
His name is Anthony. He has to be good. Yeah. I don't think there's a bad Anthony in baseball. Well, any Anthony that's Italian, let's start with that. Because Anthony Bass, he's a decent reliever.
Yeah, he's been there for like many years. He's been pitching since like 2011.
Yeah, but Italian Anthony, let's stick to that and all that sort of stuff.
You never know. Anthony Bass might be Italian. Not that it's a Italian last name.
Hey, we'll
He's from Michigan.
We'll see. Red Sox are shit and always will be. That's yeah. I mean, well, they just gotta find fucking pitching, dude. They never find pitching. They basically decided to run it back.
Who, the Red Sox?
They're relying on Brian Mata, Carter Crawford, and Brian Bello. One of those guys, I mean, I think could be really good. Crawford and Bello have sucked though for them. And they got Paxton coming back. They got fucking Chris Sale coming back.
Like, what is their vision, honestly?
It's called Team Run It Back. But then again, they got fucking tons of injuries everywhere. Luca, if you want to take the call.
Yep. We're back at it as we have Narvaez up at the plate, takes one downstairs. From a Hatch, count is 1-0.
No, I
1-0
get that,
pitch
Frankie,
in there for a strike.
But listen, the facts are facts. The Red Sox suck.
Well, they suck now.
Yeah. I mean, their team flip-flop was a thing.
Narvaez takes one downstairs, count is 2-1. He walked in his last AB. Hatch going to deliver his 18th pitch. 2-1. Narvaez fouls it off. Count is 2-2.
The Yankees have only made like 3 substitutions. So we got Cabrera going to second. We got Estevan Florial playing center and Jake Bowers in left field. I didn't know Bowers could play the outfield that extensively, but hey, I don't know a lot of things.
Narvaez pops this one up into center field, short center. Coming on is the center fielder. Calling him off, that is Kevin Kiermaier. Is one gone. Coming up is the star-studded prospect Anthony Volpe for the Yankees. He's 1 for 2 today. Struck out.
Donaldson was in the game. Hicks was not. Hey, Donaldson, I think, is still in the game. Yeah, he is. But just a lot of runs allowed. I mean, Cortez allowed 3. No, he actually allowed 5, but King allowed some hits that kind of put it on Cortez's record.
Volpe takes one high. Count is 1-0. Volpe is singled, walked in, struck out. The pitch. Volpe takes a fastball, 96 on the radar gun. Count is 0-1.
Bro, we got Dollar General Garrett Cole with a beard. Look at him in the face and then tell me he doesn't look like Dollar General Garrett Cole.
Count is 1-2 from Hatch.
Bro, he's got
I see the hair. Volpe swung on a miss on that changeup. Count is 1-2.
Bro, we should have put
the pitch.
$40 million on this guy.
Volpe
tell me it does
not
look like Garrett Cole.
Without yeah, I could see it definitely. You said
I know fuck all was also in the lineup. He still is in the lineup.
Count is 1-2 from Hatch. The 1-2 pitch. Volpe fouls it off, staying alive. There was a changeup. 1-2 count still. Warming up for the New York Yankees is Clay Holmes, the Yankees closer last season.
Ooh, Clay Holmes. By the way, just a little update. Knicks tied at 91, end of the third.
Fun. Swing and a miss. He really got Volpe to chase. 2 gone. That was nowhere near the strike zone. I know the Knicks were down 11, and they've since came back, so that's awesome to hear. Obviously, watch the replay of the game when this is all over. Volpe striking out for the second time. Not sure why he thought he could chase that. Here's Aaron Judge. First pitch is way outside. Count is 1-0.
I mean, can you blame him though, Luca? I mean, he's facing Garrett Cole right now.
Yeah, he's cereal box Garrett Cole.
Bro, he is literally cereal. The way he looks when he's throwing. Tell me it's not cereal box.
The motion?
Huh? The motion, yeah. The windup.
Frankie, I thought Embiid should have won it last year. Jokic is a terrific player, but Embiid, I think, is better. 2-0 to Judge. Swung on and fouled away. That was a fastball in the upper 90s. A little late on it, and it's now 2-1. Oh yeah, hope Volpe is impressing now. Yeah, you hope he can get better with the off-speed stuff. Just take off the pressure. Just take off the pressure. Count is 2-1. The pitch from Hatch. Judge swings and misses. Count is 2-2. Nice little slider there. It's actually a changeup. Count is 2-2. That changeup's been very effective so far. Count is 2-2. The pitch to Judge. Swung on and hit high in the air. Left center field. Deep. Kiermaier is there. He calls off the left fielder, makes the catch, and then I'll end the inning. No runners, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. It is 5-2 Blue Jays as we head to the bottom of the seventh. Michael Caputo says he's not sold on Clay Holmes. I think he's due for a bounce back season, in my general opinion. And I will be right back because I have to return the Ovaltine.
All right, so Luke is going to ditch us as he's putting away the milk and the Ovaltine. Let's take a look and see what the chat has to offer, guys. We are 4 likes away from that 70 number. Let's get there. Lasagna will end up closer. Will end up to be the closer? Oh, I don't think so. We beat the Red Sox in the ALCS 2003 and 1998. I mean, they've just had, playoffs-wise, they've had a little bit more of a history against us. Obviously 21 and 2018. But in the regular season, like, we've beat the shit out of them. So, at least with, the shitty teams they had. But then again, it all kind of matters when you go to the playoffs. So, there's that. Let's see. Well, there's nothing in Jokic, who's awesome, but it's weird to give him 3 in a row when a guy like Kobe, Shaq, KD have won. I think Embiid got it. Clay Holmes is my closer. Li says, I mean, we'll see what happens. I thought Loaiza coming in last year was going to be the closer, but they put Mahomes in that role after the whole Aroldis Chapman thing kind of blew up in their face. So, just my thoughts on that. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, just 4 likes away, guys. So now we're getting back to the action.
Pump it up.
All right, Luker is here. Not Luca, Luker.
Yeah, I've been called that a few times.
Right.
So as they're looking around the Blue Jay crowd here in Dunedin.
See? Did you not see that? Tell me that's not God's work.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Some dude in the audience, in the stands, was wearing a shirt that said Florida Man.
I must have not seen it.
Of course you didn't fucking see it.
Clay Holmes is on the mound for the New York Yankees. 254 ERA last year, 65 strikeouts, 20 walks, 1.02 whip, 63.2 innings pitched, and an opposing average of 196. He struggled towards the middle of the season, but he found his rhythm towards the end. So here is Kevin Kiermaier, the veteran center fielder for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Permier.
Holmes at the ballot is going to deliver his first pitch, and this one is chopped to Rizzo. I'm sorry, that's the first baseman Cabrera. 1 gone. As the Yankees have made some changes. So, as Alex highlighted, Jake Bauers will be taking over for Rafael Ortega. As well, the Cabrera moves to first base. Estevan Florial moves over to center field. Bastidas, Jesus Bastidas. This is the lefty in there for a call strike. This is Will Robertson.
Oh, he looks like, look at his stance. That's create a player.
Yep, this is literally road to the show create a player. Count is 0-1 the pitch. Outside 1-1.
Volpe as a leadoff hitter? Yeah, he looks good.
He looks very good. I would be 100% on for it. Count is 1-1. The pitch swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 to Will Robertson. Just gotta give me a second here.
Give you 2 seconds. What are you doing?
Count is 1-2. The pitch to Robertson is inside. Counted 2-2.
See, Caputo's going off on his usual rant.
He's got to be the most negative fan out there.
He's due for a tirade.
Strike 3 call. Nice frame job by the catcher. 1-2 gone, actually. First strikeout for Holmes.
So some changes for the New York Yankees. Rodolfo Duran is now the catcher. Andre Chaparro, my favorite, is at third base. Jesus Bastidas is at second. Trey Sweeney is at shortstop, and Brandon Lockridge is in right field.
I think my laptop should be charging now.
It just fouled away. Addison Barger taking over at shortstop.
There we go. Now it's charging. Beautiful. Kiermaier sitting on the bench, the veteran lefty. Here is Barger with an 0-1 count, 2 outs, 5-2 Blue Jays here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch in there for strike 2 as Barger takes it right down the middle. Counts 0-2. Barger this spring, 1 homer, 6 RBIs, an OPS of 840, 313 batting average. Counters 0-2 the pitch. Swung on and chopped to the right side. Bastidas fields, fires to Cabrera, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. It is 5-2 as we head to the top of the 8th.
3 likes away from 70, guys. Let's take it there.
Hurst with a kind of chemistry joke, science joke, whatever you want to call it. Even electrons are not as negative as Caputo. Well played, Hirsch.
Yeah, very well played.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Also, if you haven't already purchased your tickets for April 1st, NyynewsTV Day at Yankee Stadium. Well, the Yankees face off against the San Francisco Giants. Luis Severino slated to pitch for the New York Yankees. I don't know who the Giant. I gotta look up the Giants starting rotation so I can have an idea of who's. I know what's his name. Logan Webb is obviously one of the starters. They got Alex Cobb, who's somehow still in the league. Alex Wood, Ross Stripling, Sean. I would think Mania, in my opinion, or Webb's going to start that second day. If I had to create an opinion, but the Giants did the. I'm not gonna say they went bargain basement shopping. I'm just gonna say that they did backup options instead of their top options because they did. Don't forget, Alex. They did sign Arson Judge.
They did.
Just like Arson Rodgers is somewhere else now.
So GameSZN is live at 7 p.m. USA versus Venezuela. Pete's got his flag ready. So GameSZN, it's live at
Notre Dame or Dame Time, as in Damian Lillard.
Yeah, GameSZN. All right, Luca.
As we head to the top of the 8th, Brandon Eisert, the left-handed pitcher, 5.4 ERA, 3.1 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Here's Andres. I'm sorry. This is Chaparro. Yeah, I'm just reading off the screen. Chaparro takes it in there for a called strike. Just want to make sure I'm right. Count is 0-1. The pitch to Chaparro is swung on and grounded foul. Count is 0-2. Chaparro's been a star this spring training. He's hitting an average of 333. He's been in the Yankee system for a while. 296 last season. In all of the minor leagues, the pitch. Chaparro fouls it off to the right side. Batter is still alive. Count is 0-2. The pitch to Chaparro is taken outside. Count is 1-2. I'm going to guess Chaparro probably starts at Double-A.
Double-A, yeah, probably. I don't know if he'll make any bounces like up the levels or not, but we'll see.
Because the thing is, the Yankees don't have a first baseman in their system unless they want to convert Austin Wells. But to me, if after the 2 years of Rizzo, I think the Yankees got to go after Murakami. He's my guy.
Swing and a miss.
Thank you for calling that before I could see it. 1-2, swing and a miss. Asshole.
The double A team could be stacked, Li. I'm interested where they're going to start Dominguez.
I mean, the Yankees did a failure by not starting him in the big leagues, but Brian Cashman has the ego is the size of a fucking Venus.
It's an interesting comment. So will this guy also be a creative player?
The left fielder Runfeld, TJ Runfeld for the Yankees, swings and fouls it off. Was an A-ball last year. 273, 4 homers, 35 RBIs.
Bro, what is that lift off the ground? You see that he almost tripped?
Fouled off onto it. Yes, I did. Also, Trey Sweeney's in for Anthony Volpe.
Yep. Let's see. Yankees prospects. Prospectos. No, not this portion of the site.
Count is 0-2. The pitch to Rumfeld. Just missed outside. Count is 1-2. Jesus Bastidas on deck. Count is 1-2.
Frank
The
is
pitch.
coming. He goes, Brian Cashman's ego is bigger than his prostate.
Perhaps.
Dragon Game On says, fuck the Red Sox. I agree with that. You'll see Sammy Sosa and McGuire in MLB 23. I did not see that, but I guess I'll have to take a barge into it. We got 3 more likes. 3 more likes to send. That's it.
Rumfeld takes the ball downstairs 2-2.
Create a player.
I don't think it's a create a player type of stance, though.
It can be if you want it to be.
2-2 to TJ Rumfeld. The pitch is swung on and hit in the air to center field. Not too deep. Going back at the track towards the center field wall is the center fielder Luke's. 2 gone.
Nathan Lukes with the catch. Starting Dominguez in AA is the best for him to continue to develop, but Volpe and Peraza not being on the major league roster would be a failure. We'll see, but honestly, what are you losing with Dominguez? How worse than Aaron Hicks could he be?
Exactly. As the 0-1 pitch, pitch was 0-1 to Bastidas. 0-1 to Bastidas is grounded to the shortstop. Fields fires to first, and that'll be the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody on left on. Go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 5-2 Blue Jays.
Alcantara and Sixto are on fire? Yeah, I mean, those are pretty good pitchers down there in Miami. It's just a shame they can't fucking win.
Again, really good pitching, but their hitting's like okay.
Yeah, it's not too great. I mean, they got Arias now.
Yeah.
Should at least bump them up a little bit, but it's not like saying you're gonna be a division winner. They want to build through the kids. But then again, they're also cheap as fuck, which is why Derek Jeter left their ass.
Yeah, they have no intent on spending.
Kidney stone is better than Aaron Hicks. I haven't had a kidney stone, and I hope I don't. So I don't know if I would necessarily jump on that boat, but getting stabbed in the heart is probably better. I don't know.
Than a kidney stone? A stab in the heart. A stab in the heart will kill you.
Right, and it's better than watching Aaron Hicks play fucking baseball.
Oh.
Yeah, Miami batting is shit. So let's take a look and see if there's a projected lineup for the Marlins.
They have no legit power.
Let's see. Well, here's a roster projection. That's what I could give you. Catcher Jacob Stallings. He is not an offensive hitter. First baseman Garrett Cooper. But they also just signed Yuli Gurriel to a minor league deal. But
I think he's going to make the team.
I would honestly, let's look at Gurriel's stats because I would start Gurriel over Cooper.
Cooper's been good for them. You can't lie about that.
So Gurriel last year at 242. Okay, and the power was down. So let's see. Garrett Cooper. Former Yankee, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. 261, 119 strikeouts, 9 home runs. I don't like that. Like you're slightly above average in terms of batting average. You strike out 119 times. You only hit 9 home runs. I mean, what type of fucking ball player are you? Why does it say Arias would play second? Okay, interesting.
Luis Arias, he plays second.
Well, I mean, I thought I'll DH a little bit too. Joey Wendell, no, that's nothing there. Third baseman Gene Segura, he's been passed around a lot. Outfielders Garcia, Sanchez, and Chisholm. DH Jorge Soler. I mean, that's just I don't like that.
So pitching for the New York Yankees is Ian Hamilton, 3.61 ERA last season in AAA. He's been around the league a little bit. He was with the White Sox in 2018, with the Twins about a year or two ago. He will face off against Clark. First pitch is upstairs and high. Count is 1-0 to Phil Clark.
Shit, I just lost my train of thought. No.
Pitch. Count is 2-0 from Hamilton.
I forgot they signed Johnny Cueto.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's another past his prime.
He's like worse than past his prime. How old is this fucking guy? Last year, 8-10 with the White Sox. 3.35 ERA. His last season with an above average record is probably like 2017. With like legitimate game experience. So
Count is 3-0 to Clark. Nope, it's going to be a hit by pitch regardless. So he's going to walk to first. Hamilton has no control right now.
37 years old.
Who? Cueto?
Yeah. Oh, the Joey Diaz gifs.
Oh my!
We got 70 likes, by the way. Thank you, guys. Let's get to 80. Why not? Let's get to 80 likes.
Here was Bernard, and time is called. This is Winton Bernard, the left fielder, taking over for Dalton Varsho.
Oof.
Count is 1-0 at the moment. The pitch inside.
Yeah, this guy has no control.
Count is 2-0.
Bro, he looks like he has no control. This is a sex joke. He has no control Phil from Happy Time Murders when he has.
Oh, okay. You didn't have to bring up Phil.
What do you guys think about Happy Time Murders? By the way,
that was a weird movie.
Huh?
That was a weird movie.
It was a weird movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
2-0 in there for a cold strike.
The parts were still funny though. I don't think it deserved as bad of reviews as it got. Like, it's definitely a better premise than Cocaine Bear.
Fucking Muppets as detectives.
Yeah.
Muppets shooting each other. Muppets on drug deals.
Muppets on drive-bys.
Count is 2-1. Pitch to Bernard is swung on a chop to the left side, fielded. There's one, and there's two. It's a double play. 2 gone.
Oh, my fucking legs. Did you even watch the full Happy Time Murders?
I did.
Once again, probably a better premise than Cocaine Bear.
Frankie says, I liked Happy Time Murders better when it was called The Muppets. First pitch to Talley is in there for a called strike. This is the third baseman, L.J. Talley, if that was ever a name. Going on, pitches inside, count is 1-1. Hamilton working quick. The pitch to Talley is swung on and chopped foul. Count is 1-2.
Why is the Wander Franco rookie card so expensive? I don't know. I mean, he is a very good player. Let's be completely transparent.
Very highly rated prospect. Count is 1-2 with Matt Peacock warming up in the bullpen. Pitch
Not
from
Brad
Hamilton
Peacock, Matt
is
Peacock.
outside.
I've never seen Die Hard. That's on my list of movies.
Yeah, I got my own list of movies too. Count is 2-2. The pitch. Upstairs 3-2. Nobody on, 2 outs, 3-2 pitch. Hamilton delivers 13th pitch, 5-2 Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch is ball 4. And coming up to the plate now for the Toronto Blue Jays is Andres Sosa.
In 2 at-bats, we have to create a player, but that's if they continue this inning. Next game season live, we should watch Die Hard.
It'd be like
Let's get
special movie feature.
Yeah, let's get to 80 likes, guys. We got 9 more. Is this guy a creative player?
Sosa with his stance, kind of. The pitch to Andre Sosa is taken outside.
I really want to see Davis Schneider again. I think he's a creative player. Bro, this guy doesn't have any control over anything.
Count is 1-1. The pitch way downstairs. Count is 2-1. Samantha has not seen a lot of movies. Interesting. Count is 2-1. Sosa. Hamilton deals, swung on and grounded to the left side. Fields and bobbled. Throws to first and now bobbled by Cabrera. Could not scoop it. It would be an error.
God, that just gave me blue balls.
So the inning
How do you
will
not
remain
scoop that?
alive.
Bro, let's say I don't even know if it would hit the dirt. Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure that was just a straight line throw. Sweeney with a nice play. Okay, hit the dirt, but I mean, if you're playing first base, you got to scoop that.
We got to learn to scoop that.
Let's see. Yeah, don't. He stabbed at it. He could have just waited for it a little bit. That's all right. We're close to seeing Davis Schneider, so that's okay.
Coming up to the plate now for the Toronto Blue Jays is Stevie Berman, the catcher.
Damn it.
Swung on and popped up. First base side of the outfield. This is Oswaldo Cabrera. He fields, and that'll be the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left. 5-2 Blue Jays. This will be the end of the 8th inning as we go to the top of the 9th.
Please don't fucking talk like that ever again. Please. Please don't talk like that ever again. But we're heading into the top of the 9th, guys. Let's hone in on 80 likes.
Damn it. Shit.
Going to the movies is played out. Everything is streaming online now and streaming apps.
Samantha says she tends to watch educational shows. Like what?
Probably like National History, maybe. Well, History Channel. Or
National
Discovery.
Geographic, you mean?
Yeah, whatever I don't keep track of that stuff.
Michael Caputo says going to the movies is played out. Everything is streaming online now and streaming apps, and all you know, movie theaters are going to go bankrupt. Yeah, that's a dying breed.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the movies to see the Minions movie last year, and then like 2 years.
Jackass.
Wait, you didn't go?
What?
Wait, who? Hold on. Oh, Jackass 2. Yeah, Jackass 2 as well.
Jackass Forever.
No, I'm just saying Jackass is. Yeah, I saw Jackass 2 as well. Like I saw it as well. Saw Jackass Forever. Yeah. I went to see John Wick the Third, like when it came out. So.
Shohei Ohtani is sus.
I mean, sure, I guess he is.
Looks like this is the dock of Dunedin.
Dunedin dock. So we got Matt Peacock still pitching as of right now on my screen.
He actually just came into the game.
Okay. Anyway, 1.93 ERA this spring, 188 opposing average, 3 hits, 4.2 innings pitched, 2 Ks in that time span. As we will have Estevan Florial up. Li, don't come in the chat. Well, actually, maybe I should have phrased that.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Maybe you should just don't. I don't know. I can't even talk after that. But
say it, don't spray it.
Say it, don't spray it. 1-0 count to Estevan Florial. This count is 2-0. Can the Yankees stage a comeback? I mean, I would like to. Count is now 3-0. You got Cabrera and then Jake Bowers. So far, I'm 0-1 with GameSZN right now. Now it's 3-1.
Might be 0-2.
Frankie putting out the terms and the phrases and shit. 3-2 pitcher on 3-2 count on Estevan Florial. And upstairs, ball 4, so Florial will take base. He should steal. I mean, hell, if you're fucking sitting here and I'm not allowed in my channel. Okay.
What?
No, I'm referencing Pete's comment. Because I said the thing about LI. Oswaldo Cabrera is up at the plate. Pitches a high fly ball, very aggressive. And looks like he's going to lean over a little to the shortstop side, but Talley will make the catch, and that is one away. We got Bowers and then Rodolfo Duran.
Samantha says, what is Creed? It's a part of the Rocky franchise.
Yeah.
I've watched all the Rockies. I've watched the first 5 Rockies. And Alex still hasn't watched any.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Here's Jake Bowers, and the pitch is down.
Just I don't know how you haven't seen Rocky.
Yeah, okay. You didn't watch Jackass before I told you to, so.
Well, Rocky's a little more significant of a movie, so I think that bears a little more relevance. Yeah, Alex.
While yawning. 1-0. Fouled. Actually, no, it's still in fair territory. No, it's not. Camera angles are awful.
Frankie says Alex has to watch Rocky 4. I like the second and third one primarily. The first one's decent. Fourth one I'm mixed. The fifth one was awful.
72 likes, guys. Let's get to 80 before the end of the game. Or else everyone has to watch Cocaine Bear. And do a movie review on it and a summary. This one is driven to left center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. Estevan Florial. He chugs into third, and good position for Adolfo Duran. First and third with 1 out. I'm just thinking of the Ted thing. In reference to
it was
when Samantha Jackson didn't know what movie.
How have you not seen Rocky?
Who's Clubber Lang? Clubber Lang. He Mr. T's character in Rocky 3. Hello. I mean, we could do all day with like the fucking Bostonish accents.
I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Duran.
Daddy the fucking donkey. Or the Southie Projects. Frankie, I am happy.
What was his name? Happy. The Departed.
The Departed. Frankie, I'm happy. About what you posted. Knicks definitely are going to beat the number 1 seeded Nuggets. The pitch.
They're up by 6.
Departed is an awesome movie. Yes, I gotta rewatch the I'm gonna rewatch the Knick game when this is all said and done.
Durant swings and misses. He wants to go home. Strike 3.
Awful
2-away.
pitch to swing at. Jesus Christ.
The last current movie I've seen is It 2. I've never watched an It movie. I've seen like spoofs of trailers that are really funny, but Departed needs to be Hicks and Donaldson's movie.
I mean, wouldn't it be more of a threat if you told the chat, you better get to 80 likes or else you're going to watch Spooderman?
No, because Spooderman, the fucking the intro is so funny. Just remember, guys, and there's a ground ball to shortstop. This should end the game, and looks like we're all going to be watching Cocaine Bear and writing a summary about it. Anyway, the Yankees lose 5-2 at the end of this. 6 hits for either team, so it's not like there was any breakout offensively. Obviously the 2 runs spotted by Stanton and Rizzo in the first inning and just a couple of missed opportunities, and nothing really much other than that. The Blue Jays obviously came back. King allowed 2 runs, but all 5 are charged to Nestor Cortez and in his first appearance. So I don't think this is anything to get, I would say riled up about. It's his first start since coming back from the injury, and we'll see what happens. Luca, your final thoughts.
Final thoughts is a warm-up game for all of us. Spring training game. Obviously, nice to do some baseball action once again. We're getting to the swing of things as we're a few weeks, 2 weeks away from the regular season. Less than 2 weeks, actually, because 30th is a Thursday. But regardless, it's been fun. Thank you to the chat for always supporting, subscribing, do all the good stuff, commenting, having fun conversations. And yeah, we'll see you on GameSZN very soon.
Okay, so I found an interest. You know what? I'm going to leave it for next time. Like, comment, subscribe to all the good stuff, guys. We will see you soon. Obviously, tonight, 7 p.m., Pete has the Venezuela-U.S. game. Be there. Awesome commentary by him. We appreciate you guys. We thank you guys for joining us in the chat. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.